Brian and Cara started dating in college. They soon realized they'd come from families with very different views when it came to managing money.
Growing up, it was sort of just like a little bit of chaos. The lights would get shut off because the bill didn't get paid in time.
Brian's family was financially stable and taught him the biblical principle of tithing.
Tithing was kind of instilled to me from super early. I remember getting a dime, for, I don't remember what I did, obviously some type of chores, and, me giving my penny.
Cara had never heard of tithing until she saw Brian writing a tithe check to his church.
It was like $500 or something, and I was like, "You're giving all that money to the church?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm tithing." And I was like, "Really? But you could spend that money somewhere else."
God's commitments are up here, and the things down here is kind of like what's left over is what I'm able to do, and I have to work with this amount because this is what I promised to God, type of thing.
It became obvious to Cara that God had blessed Brian's commitments and his finances.
He just taught me so much, in terms of like being financially responsible or being patient and wise with your finances.
They married and started a family. Brian and Cara made tithing a priority. Unfortunately, they also had accumulated school and auto loans and credit card debt that totaled over $60,000. So Brian picked up extra jobs as a programmer, continued to tithe on their income, and made a strict spending budget. At first, it was difficult for Cara.
Brian's definitely helped me. I just started to kind of see the fruits of like patience and wisdom and not having debt.
Their financial discipline paid off. Before long, they were debt-free. Then they received an inheritance from Brian's grandparents. The first thing they did was tithe.
That's still the biggest check I've written for tithe. That was pretty crazy, writing that check. Being able to give money to God's kingdom, to feel like you're actually, forwarding, and bringing our people to Christ is also obviously very rewarding.
Soon after, they were able to buy a new home with cash.
And that was from a lot of extra work, above and beyond, because obviously during this time we're still continuing to tithe.
It's surreal. I mean, that's the only word I can use to describe, driving up to our house now and being like, wow, we don't owe any money on this.
Like, so crazy how quick, and it was just like, wow, we just bought a house. All the way back, it's like, God's just been so faithful to us.
Brian believes the key to financial success is keeping biblical priorities.
God is first. God is my dad, my provider. I stay true to my commitments to him. We try to be, again, good stewards of what we've been given.
Brian says there's a word for how he feels today.
I guess if you want to say it in one word, is freedom. That ability to do those things and not have to be worried. We can bless who we want to bless, and it's just amazing.
If you tithe and if you have a spirit to give and bless others, you don't go into that saying, what's God gonna bless me with now? Like, it just comes, like it's like overflowing.